Hi guys, my name is Nonima Tikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about what Judge Rata said towards the end when the court was getting close to adjournment. But before we do that, guys, please make sure you do not forget to like, to share, to comment, and most importantly, please make sure you are subscribed on the channel. You are watching the videos up until the end, and you are watching the ads that are coming through. When you are doing that, you will be supporting this channel financially and in numbers. Thank you so much. You are really appreciated. Congratulations to us. We are on 15K subscribers, and I couldn't do this without you guys. Woo! Thank you. So thank you so much. I requested that you guys please take me to 15K before the month end, and that 15K we reached on the 24th of this month. Continue subscribing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now, the question is, let's clear something up. Legally grounded breakdown you can use when you are sitting and thinking about things before you really get worried about the things that happen in the court of Judge Rata. Can Judge Rata really make that statement that he made? The statement was that, okay, the question is, can Rata prove who was threatened to change evidence in his court? A court cannot make such reckless statements without proof. If he is referring to Fisokuhle Ntuli when Zungu testified, what proof is there? Ntuli was saying he must challenge his evidence. What proof is there? Ntuli was saying he must change his evidence. We do not have proof of that, but we saw the sign and whatnot, but we did not hear the way he says he must change his evidence. We did not hear what he said. So I think the defense should challenge him on that. He must produce evidence, dates, times, and full report of those alleged incidents. He cannot be allowed to put such damaging claims about the accused on the record without being held to account. Yes. Can Judge Rata legally make that statement? The short answer to that is no. No, not without proof. A judge must remain impartial and cannot place unproven allegations on the record as though they are factual. If Judge Mokgoatleng suggests that an accused person, for instance, Fisokuhle Ntuli, tried to influence or threaten a witness, he must have a formal report, affidavits, an investigation record, dates, times, and evidence, a verified complaint or testimony under oath confirming it. Without these things, the statement is improper, prejudicial, and challengeable, because he is a judge. He can't be saying things nobody don't know. Why the defense must challenge it immediately? Because any unproven allegation from the bench can poison the perception of the accused, and it violates the presumption of innocence, influence public opinion unfairly, places the accused in a dangerous position, suggests the defense team is hiding something, affects the credibility of the current witness. If Rata was referring to the moment when Absalom Zungu testified and mentioned unnamed threats, the judge cannot jump and assume it was Fisokuhle Ntuli unless Zungu confirmed it under oath or there is a police record already before the court. Neither has been introduced as evidence so far. So the defense should absolutely say, my lord, kindly indicate the factual basis for that assertion. On what evidence does the court rely? That forces the judge to either produce evidence, withdraw the comment, or clarify that it's not based on the evidence before court, because this is not right what he is doing. Also, where is the proof? If the judge is referencing any alleged threats coming from Ntuli, then where is the docket? Where is the investigating officer's report? Where is the sworn statement from the threatened witness? Where is the in-camera evidence? Why has none of this been disclosed to the defense? If none exists, the comment must be struck from the record or formally challenged. The real risk when it comes to what Judge Rata said, statements like that create the impression that the judge is siding with the state, is importing facts not before the court, is shaping a narrative without evidence, or is prejudicing the accused. that is exactly the type of conduct that can be raised. If we were to ask him to recuse himself as the South African people in appeal grounds or in judicial complaint after the trial. So this needs to be dealt with like ASAP. Ujaj Ratha was out of line. And then lastly, we are correct when we are seeing things. A court cannot make reckless, undocumented, unproven allegations about witness intimidation. If Judge Ratha Mogoateng is referencing Duli in relation to Zungu's testimony, the burden is 100% on him to show evidence, dates, times, reports, affidavits, or testimony under oath. Otherwise, the defense must challenge it to protect the integrity of the proceedings and the fairness owed to the accused. So what he did, so that is why we needed to address that. And I'm hoping that the defense can see, because it is extremely serious what happened in court. Judge Ratha Mogoateng made a claim, a very damaging claim, suggesting that an accused person may have threatened a witness to change their evidence. We did not. He did ask Fiso Kuhle. Fiso Kuhle did not say that. So why now is it being said like that? And also, the other accusations, he even said, if it's true, we need to, what you call, he needs to bring proof of that. But here is the problem. There is no evidence of that on record, and a judge cannot make such statement without proof. So that's where I am coming from when it comes to Lendaba Judge Ratha. He's being reckless. He is being reckless. It is a problem because it deals with public perception. It shows he is unfairly supporting the state case, and it creates false narrative, and it prejudicises the accused. Those are the things, those are the things that are saying to me, Judge Ratha needs to be challenged when it comes to that. That is why defense must not let this go just like that. So I wish and pray that they would do something about it. I wish and pray that they don't let it go like that. So the bottom line is, if Judge Ratha was referring to Ntuli or anyone else, he must prove it with documentation, with evidence, with facts, not assumptions. Because now he made commentary there that is unfounded, that is not right. And the courtroom is not a place for reckless statements and commentary. It's a place of truth, fairness, and justice. And right now, we need accountability on that statement. We really do. Let me know your thoughts below. Was the judge out of line? Should the defense challenge this? And do you think these comments affect the fairness of this trial? If not, please tell me your reasoning behind it. Why are you thinking the way you are thinking? I want to hear from you. Thank you so much. I will see you on our next video. Please make sure you do not forget to like, to share, to comment, and most importantly, please make sure you are subscribed on the channel. I really appreciate you. Okay? Ujaj Ratha is problematic. Ujaj Ratha, very, very much problematic in that courtroom. We cannot run away from that. We can't. We just can't run away from that. Thank you. Bye-bye.